Do you know what I've noticed as well is a lot of people have done the skinny jabs.
Yeah.
It's taken all the fat from their face and it's aged people. My goodness.
When you do abuse these medications, your body initially, you don't look after yourself. It will show in your skin.
But the people doing the skinny jabs that haven't needed it, I've seen shocking, like people that looked 30 that were maybe like late 30s, that look like old ladies.
In the clinic, it's called repairing and restoring, trying to get their skin back in the clinic and ways you can work around that.
I'm having 2 weeks off tomorrow.
Exciting.
I'm so excited.
You're going to come back looking 10 years younger.
I'm like, Sophia, does my skin look good? I just had a holiday.
Like, yes, but you need SPF.
I wore a hat, honestly. Today on Why Dubai, we are joined by someone who has built a reputation for helping people look and feel their absolute best. Not by chasing trends, but by focusing on skin health, confidence, and long-term results. From treating complex skin conditions to helping clients regain confidence in their own skin, Sophia from SMA Skin Dubai has become a trusted name in the aesthetics and skincare industry. In a world filled with filters, quick fixes, and social media beauty standards, Sophia has taken a different approach, educating clients, delivering real results, and building a business that people genuinely trust. In this episode, we'll be talking about her journey, the realities of running a successful aesthetics clinic here in Dubai, the biggest mistakes people make with their skin, and what actually works when it comes to looking younger, healthier, and more confident. Sophia, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm happy to be here.
She's gone all shy now.
Yeah, bless you.
Hi.
That was so easy to talk to now. I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Sophia, what brought you to Dubai?
So I've been here since 2012. So when I initially came, I came as a cabin crew, all starry-eyed, and I did that for almost a year. And my previous background before that, so we'll go back even further. Let's go back
Take
20
it way
years.
back.
Way back since when I started in the industry. So when I left school, I wanted to be an English literature teacher because I love reading books, all these things. And in school, I wasn't diagnosed and found out I had dyslexia. So that was kind of game over. And then back then, you know, if you didn't want to finish your A-levels, then you'd go to beauty school. That was just where, you know, it was like classes where people who were a bit thick, you got to go do hair and beauty.
It
that
was
was
almost
kind
like
of
naughty school, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Building.
So-
You was either a builder or a beauty therapist.
You like anything like that hands on. It was like, okay, yes, she's dumb. She can't do the whatever the A-levels. So yeah, go to beauty school. So anyway, we did that, and then I worked in Manchester in one of the busiest salons in Urban Retreat. It was called. It's actually got one in London. They had one in Harrods in London. So yeah, they were like the biggest luxury salon, and I thought, you know what, when I finish, I'm gonna go and attempt a job interview at this place. Like it was like 45 minutes out of the way from me from where I lived. And I just thought, right, I'll go and choose the most, you know, talked about salon. I'll try and get a job there. And I actually got the job. So I worked there in the industry for a couple of years, and then that's when I decided, okay, you know, I went on holiday to Dubai, and then I was in a long-term relationship as well at the time. I've been with him 5 years, and I just applied online for this cabin crew job, and I got the job. And I was like, right, okay, told everybody, well, I'm just going to leave now. I'm going to Dubai for a year as like the standard thing. I'm just going to go and travel. I was young. And yeah, I got the job and I did the whole flying thing for a year. And then they asked me to be a style and image trainer. So
For Emirates?
For Etihad.
Oh, for Etihad.
Yeah, so
wow.
pre-COVID times, like, I'm not sure if it's like that now, but specifically when you joined, you went through a process of where they would teach you your hair, your makeup, because obviously some people who they join, they come from all aspects of life, all different countries. Some of them don't know how to like wash their face, do their hair, put the makeup on. So I was in charge of doing that. So for cabin crew, so we started off, it's called initial training, so it's called Style and Image, and I did that for a couple of years, and then
was that off the back of you going into beauty from college, that you kind of knew
I knew obviously everything about, you know, beauty and hair and styling things from doing that. And then when I went to fly after a year or so, like obviously I still had that background and knowledge and everything, and saw that like training job come up as ground, and then that's kind of where it expanded into. Just went back to what my natural talent was, you know, doing that. So then a lot of my clients today who I've known, and trainers as well, because there's not many people still here, but some of my closest friends are the ones that I met when I was on ground, and they've seen the difference and the success and the change of how everything's evolved over the past, how many years is it now? 14 years nearly, since how I came as like a young girl and now like a mother and a woman, and how the business and how the industry is like completely changed. And sometimes like my client, she comes in now, one of my friends, and she's seen the journey of me, and she was actually my trainer when I first started, and she's still here, and she's got a family now and a husband and children and everything, and we laugh about it sometimes because the difference in how we are now to how we were then is completely different. But yeah, that's how obviously I came to Dubai, and then, you know, everyone who says they're going to be here for a year, they don't stay for a year.
No.
Like
especially after the last 10 years,
Yeah.
I'd say in the world,
Yeah.
it's been a disarray, hasn't
Yeah.
it? It like we've had COVID,
Yeah.
we've had like the fall of the UK economy and the government. I feel like Dubai, what I love about it is it's a safe haven, and we've said this before, haven't we? It's a safe haven. It's almost like a bubble.
Yeah.
And you live in this bubble and you don't watch the news, you don't hear about anything. And as much as, okay, you can say that's a little bit naive and a little bit like La La Land vibes, but you know what? You're not here for very long.
No.
So why do you want to hear about all of it?
Exactly.
If we've got 80 years, let's make them 80 good years, and let's
In
have
Dubai,
fun.
yeah.
In Dubai. And I don't want to hear about all the other drama
what's going on anywhere else. I
Yeah.
just want to know what's happening here and
Yeah.
what's going on in my life.
We've got this much to live. So if we can live in the best place in the world, let's do it.
Exactly.
You know, and
that's why we're here. Like this building a business here is
I mean, building a business here, setting it up's easy. The help that you get's easy.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know from the beauty industry,
No.
but I mean, you would have had to have had a renovation, for instance.
Yeah.
The approvals, the authorities,
Oh,
all of that.
no.
It's that's one of the hardest things, and which every business has to do. Every business has to have an office. Every business wants to look presentable, but I feel like, obviously, being in beauty, not being in the construction industry,
Yeah.
that must have been a big challenge for you.
It is a challenging because it was something new. Everything was new. Like I had in the UK, I've got several clinics and they're still run in the UK now. So I organise those pop-up clinics from here and travel forward and back and things like that. So in the UK, it's very easy to do that. You know, you set up your company, limited company, self-employed. But whereas in Dubai, it's completely different. Now, you can pay somebody to do that for you. Obviously, everything comes at a fee, which is fantastic. But then you're still a woman as well, trying to navigate through things I have no idea about, like, you know, sprinklers and electric panels and systems. And that's just like the building side of it. Then you've got all your DHA licensing.
Yeah, but not even in the UK. If you wanted to paint your salon pink,
I can
outside, paint it pink, paint it rainbow.
Exactly.
Anything you want. Here, colour code for this, colour code for that, regulations for this. And it's just like, and I get it, they want it to look a certain way here.
Exactly,
but Jesus Christ.
No, it's
like,
heavy.
It's a lot. Can you tell I've had a hard week this week?
I know exactly how it is. Honestly, I feel you. And the second time around, I feel like I thought, oh yeah, now I know what I'm doing. Second time around, easy. I've gone through more builders, regulations, more things possible, like in the past 6 months of having this new concept that we'll talk about a bit later. But yeah, I thought, you know, I've got experience in it now, so now I know what I'm doing. That I was completely bowled over by.
See, that happened with my fourth child.
Yeah.
first one was my stepdaughter, but I still had her from a very young age, and we had the sleepovers, and it was the pacifying at night. First one that I gave birth to, absolute breeze. Second one, absolute breeze. Third one, I'm like, right, this is baby number 4 now.
Yeah,
I'm a pro. Like, I know what I'm doing. Did I? Like, I was a novice. That baby was the hardest challenge of my life. I didn't sleep for a year.
Did you have a natural birth?
No, I've had 3 cesareans.
Yeah.
But I think it's because I moved here when I was pregnant, and I think he must have just, I don't know, he was just an absolute...
Got all the stress from you.
And I thought, I'm a pro. This is number 4. I'm going to smash it. And my God, was I wrong. Like, nothing prepares you for a baby like that. I don't think 10 kids would have prepared me for Saxon.
1 is enough for me.
Right.
I think like 1, and especially solo parenting, like completely on your own is, and everyone's like, it'd be nice to have another. I'm like, no, I'm in the end of my 30s now, and I'd rather have 10 shops than have 10 kids. That's serious.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys don't kill my baby fever.
Sorry.
I'm still on the process.
Sorry, you can have Saxon for a night when he was 4 months old. I'll put you off in a heartbeat, honestly. But number of salons that you've got.
Yes. I've got multiple locations in the UK. So when I do travel back to the UK, I do pop-ups in theirs. These are my aesthetic side. And then here we've got the mainland one, which is on the marina, which has just been open just over a year now. I think it's over a year, yeah. And then our second location, which will be for the academy, and that's in jail.
Exciting.
Congratulations.
So good.
Thank you.
And I saw you drop a little academy.
Yeah.
So,
I think the news is out. I kind of you know how it is, like, you know, everybody wants to keep it shush like this. But it has been 6 months, so now people kind of know already. It will get there. It's just, you know.
So it's the SMA Skin Dubai Academy.
It's SMA Academy. So it's not going to just cover skin. It's going to cover all aspects of beauty in the beauty industry and hair, and also target specific for myself, obviously with the skin and things like that. But I really wanted to open something here that is British born, obviously, and has got, with my network being 20 years worth of, you know, different salons, different places, because here I've been, from being here for so long as well, obviously before I had my own clinic, I would go to different salons, like multiple salons, like, so, and I had clients from all different salons. So having that network of industry people and trying to bring everybody together, that was my idea, firstly, of opening SMA and, you know, having a full team, but then training people who align with your brand and not who want to go back and take, obviously, the knowledge from you and how you've learned over these years of back to their own salons and back to their own, creating their own.
So, obviously, in the UK, to do a training course, you have to have a certain degree.
Yes.
Right? So here,
so opening the second one, because it's a training facility and you want to have it Dubai governed, we have got the KHDA license as well as our normal DMCC license. So this, again, was another process in itself.
Wow.
So that means that all of our courses that we are going to train are all Dubai certified.
Wow.
So
what would someone need? Just say I'm a new starter and I want to do nails, for instance.
So that's exactly what we want. So not just for new starters, but we want to provide a space where you can come and send, say your girls are, you know, they're good, but you just want to get them a little bit more.
Or now there's a lot of parents here, you know, with daughters that might be into beauty and might want to start up, you know, like, and where would you go here in Dubai? I don't actually know. Like here, you've got, in the UK, you've got colleges, beauty colleges and all of that. I feel like you've got a really good niche.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is what I thought for myself. Like, you know, obviously the next generation of people, where they're going to send their children. And, you know, with so many expats being here too, not even expat, obviously for everybody here, where do you send your people? Do you send them back to the UK to do the training? Do you send them to America? Like, what is there here? And how is it, you know, how is it publicized? Because it's so hard to navigate through this. You know, if I go and do a day course with someone, what does that mean? Like, can I just go anywhere in the world? But with this qualification, you can, and you can use that, and it's recognized. So yeah, this is really what I wanted to,
How exciting.
develop, and to give that out to the people here, like in my industry, and to show them that if you are living in Dubai, and you want to find somewhere that does proper, legitimate training in certain industries, beauty, hair, makeup, whatever it is, SMA is where we want them to go.
Oh,
So,
that's
yeah.
so good. I actually don't think I've heard of anyone doing that.
No, me
Out
neither.
here, I
I don't
really
even
don't.
know. Is there other academies?
I personally have looked through the market. There was, and she actually closed. So, and when she closed, that was like, okay, so I want to do that. But it wasn't specifically for skin.
And
as
was
in,
it KHDA registered
she was
as well?
KDH, yes, she was the same.
Right,
But
okay.
she was just makeup. So
Oh,
now,
okay.
like with my so I've got the skin will come under me, and then I've got a makeup artist who will run the makeup artist side. And then not only that though, with our space, I want to then branch that out into providing a space for other people in the industry. So not just solely me. So you can come then and work underneath our
So
branding.
like hairdressers,
Exactly.
franchises,
nail
stuff like that.
Franchises, yeah,
Wow.
exactly. So this is obviously all coming.
This is an SMA movement
Yes,
in the beauty
it's not
industry.
just
It's not just a training academy. This is like,
It took time, but we got
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's 14
Love
years
that.
deep now, and now
Yeah.
we're really
Yeah.
making some heavy moves.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that is absolutely amazing.
So obviously you've done a lot of achievements.
yeah.
And with the academy coming up, which achievement for you you're proudest of? Are you proud of?
My proudest one, I would say, will always be my little boy. So being a mother, not just a single mother, but like a solo parent, being a mother and trying to kind of build yourself as a business and a career, and trying to do it on your own is so hard. And it is one of my, I would say, my biggest success stories is doing that and being the sole provider for my little boy, and being here in Dubai, because we know it's expensive to live, like schools are expensive, all these things come at a cost. I have got, though, I must say, I've got the most amazing nanny that I've had. And I would not have been able to do anything that I've done now without having that support. Because, when I first had my son, it was COVID times. He was a COVID baby, and it was all, very, very, like back then. Can't speak.
Yeah, go on, you're fine.
Cool.
You're good.
When I first had my little boy, it was in COVID times, and we was in the UK, and I didn't have that help. And I would say one of the main reasons that I flipped my life around to being back here full time and not being in the UK full time is having that help and having a nanny. And we've also got that in the salon. So when my little boy is at school, my nanny, she comes to the salon. So that's a service that you can book with us. It's a pre-book service. Yeah. Because one of my main things when I had my little boy is having him I didn't have anybody else, so I had him with me all the time. And I still wanted to go and get my nails done and my hair done and stuff. But if he cried, when you're in the salon, you have to
really-
stop and start.
Yeah.
I'd be getting my lashes done and he'd be lied on me like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
So I put that in my salon as a service that it's a free service as well. You don't pay any extra for that. You can come in, just have to pre-book it, and you can bring, your child with you.
I might just
And
come and
we'll
have a
have that.
coffee.
I don't even have a kid. I'm just
So we offered that, and my nanny, she does do that for us as well. Bless her, she's non-stop. There's no clocking on and off with Mimi. She is there full time. So without having somebody like that with me and supporting me, like I would never have been able to do this, to do the things that I've been able to do with, because it is so hard to balance. Like having that balance between work life and personal life is one of my biggest, I would say it's one of my biggest journeys.
But you've got your work life,
Yeah.
and then you've got, speaking from like my personal experience, you've got your work life, you've got your personal life, which is mum, and then you've got your personal life, which is you.
Yeah.
And
Having
you've got
that you.
so you've got like you've almost got three different people that you have to play: boss, mum, and then you.
Yeah, and
And it's so hard.
I was just going to say to you, it's not only being a mother to Jagger, obviously all my team, they call me the momager as well.
Yeah.
So it's running the team because they look to you then as like, for anything, you've got your problems, you've got work problems, and then you've got everybody else's problems that you're carrying. Like, and it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And you're like, oh my God. When will this end?
But I have to say as well, I'm very close with my nanny. I've been here, this is my third year, and she was, when I had my fourth, like I said, I was in bags of trouble. Like mentally, I wasn't well. He was born in the September, and I'm like a huge Christmas person. Like we just moved here in the June, and we had him in the September, and then Christmas, I didn't wrap one Christmas present. I was so depressed. I was so low, and she actually said to me, I remember on Christmas Day, she was like, Madame, I think you need help. I know.
Really?
And I will always love her for that, because I think it was Christmas Day. She could obviously see that I had the baby here feeding, and I was just kind of aimlessly watching the kids open their presents. Like I was so low.
Burnout.
So the burnout of just the moving, everything. And I think Dubai gives you that freedom and that kind of, they're your co-parent, aren't they?
Exactly.
Like,
100%.
Yeah, they are.
They're like the backbone of your family, when especially you've got, if you're a career and you're at work every day, and who is there to play? You're trying to do mum and dad. Like it's hard. You need somebody to help you, and you've not got your family around. It's okay, they can fly out and visit if they do, which mine don't, but like you need to have like someone there to support you, and
but they're so supportive, aren't they? Like they are so. I mean, you're half Filipino, aren't you? And I just think the Filipinos have that.
We got it in us.
You've got that motherly, maternal, love children, love having fun. That kind of like really, not childlike mindset, but just innocent mindset. I find them all very just calming, motherly,
maternal, basically. Yeah. And my nanny, she's got 5 children. She's got 5 children who are in the Philippines, and she, and not just my nanny, my full team, most of my team, they are mothers, and they have left their families and they send everything they've got back. Like, this is why I'm so with my team and the way I run my business. Like, we've got freelancers and we've got commission based on, and I offer as a space for freelancers to come, and this is like a concept that not many places do in Dubai as well, especially salons, because most people, they will bring them from their countries, put them on a low wage, I put them on a salary, and that's it. Whereas in my freelancers and my team, I try to push them as much as possible. They basically work for themselves. What they make is their own. They literally, they work, them girls, they work hard. Like I offer that space for them. They came to me, and I offer it to most people. And when I do the interviews and things, I do say to them, and people say, oh, but isn't it better if you just hire people? Because if you hire people, like I'm paying them a salary every month. But then where's the progress for them? As a actual human being, and if they're just making that every month, that's it. Where are you going from there? They're only going to go somewhere else to make that extra money. Whereas with our team, I push them as much as possible. We're open 7 days a week. And if you want to work at 6 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock, sometimes my hairdressers are there till 2 o'clock in the morning if they're doing full transformations before deadlines. So I give that space to them, and they can do and then charge, accordingly for that. Yeah. So that is something as well that, not a lot of places do in Dubai, and that I brought as a concept because I really, want to push.
I respect that.
Yeah, you can see that obviously you're not only a mum, not only a businesswoman, but obviously a very caring person. You care about your staff, you care about your son, and you obviously care a lot about other people as well, because you're conscious on making people feel confident in their skin, confident in their hair. Making them feel confident is not just a short-term win. When I've looked into your business, it's not just about, okay, quick fixes, how you look beautiful. It's long-term relationships with your clients so they keep coming back. And one of the biggest things that I found out about your company is that you've got one of the highest retentions for customers in Dubai.
Yeah.
So in a never-ending, changing beauty industry, like I'm still thinking that Dream Matte Mousse
Yeah.
is a thing, you know, and it's not. You know, how do you keep up with the constant changing? Like, I'm so far away from the beauty industry. It's a minefield. I've just got introduced to Medicube,
Okay.
by the way,
Korean
which
skincare.
Korean,
Okay.
Korean.
I'm a big fan of Korean
Really?
skincare. Yes.
So we are an advocate of medical grade skincare. So
Right.
medical grade means actives, results.
Yeah.
With the actives come results.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think there is a place for different types of skincare. But at SMA, this is what I try to, you know, advocate of using a medical grade skincare. So, and to my clients as well. And this is all about building the trust. So when a client, and to keep that retention, when the client trusts you and trusts what you're saying, I could say to them, you know, buy this, this, and this, and this, and this. And, you know, I'd have clients come through the door and they actually ask me for this. And I'll say, no, you don't need that.
Yeah.
You know, okay, it's not great for business, but I am so brutally honest with my clients, and they'll say, but Sophia, I need this. And I'm like, no, you don't. I need this for my eyes.
How do you keep on top of that? Like, because there's so many, like, if you actually looked at the beauty industry and the amount of products
Yeah.
on the market, like, how do you pick out what's right, what's good, what's like? I don't wear Dream Matte Mousse anymore, by the way.
Yeah.
I used to. I know you sweat on my lips.
I'm going to be brutally,
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
brutally honest with you. And with skin health, it is not what you are putting on your skin. That's just part of skin health. It is your daily routine. And that doesn't just mean what I'm drinking, what I'm eating, where I'm sourcing. Is it organic? These things really do make a difference. Is it full of chemicals? Like, what am I applying to my skin? Where is it coming from? What vitamins am I taking? Am I having enough sleep?
And you give people all of this information.
All of this comes with when
That's
you
why you obviously
a
got
skin
such
plan.
good.
Yes, this is what I don't just treat people and they'll, you know, of course we have people who come in for one facial and it's a treat, but I treat people as a whole and we look at their full lifestyle. So say for yourself, a busy mum of 4, somebody who is out and working and outdoors, all these things that have gone through your Instagram, you know, this is going to be completely different than a young 23-year-old girl, no children, you know, her skin, her program is going to be different because her lifestyle is different. Her sleep pattern is different. Her stress levels are different. So when I treat a person, everybody's individualized. So they come to me and they tell me, okay, so maybe, for example, acne. So obviously some people suffer with adult acne. And now people will think, okay, it's obviously what I'm putting on my skin. I need to have actives. I need to have medical. I need to have acne skincare. But sometimes that is not it. The root cause and the main cause of acne in adults is either gut or it's hormonal. And people just think it's their face, but it's not.
So I had acne right up until, and this is no word of a lie, I had it on my chest, had it on my back, I've still got scarring.
Yeah.
And and the day I fell pregnant, all my spots cleared up.
Because
it was
imbalance
like
of hormones in your body.
Yeah.
And people don't understand
The
that. And they're
day
not
I fell
educated.
pregnant, yeah.
They're not educated enough and they just think, this is the most expensive skincare and it says it's for acne, I'm going to use it. And this is really not the case. It really not the case. And this is why in my industry, I always refer people, if I don't have enough knowledge on certain aspects. So say if I need to do intolerance tests, obviously we don't do that personally yet, but intolerance tests and things like that, I will refer them to other specialists to go and check, because if you're allergic to pineapples, for example, and you eat pineapples every day, it's going to flare your skin. You're going to have inflammation of the body. You're going to have water retention, but you might not know. You might have been eating pineapples all your life.
Yeah.
And then you realise
gluten's a huge one, isn't
massive gluten.
Massive.
And then these later on in life become a much more, they lead to other kind of diseases that, you're eating gluten all your life, then you get celiac, then there's all different things, and it causes multitude of issues for you. But you just needed to have that test.
Like I know if I've got bad skin, I am in a bad mood. I don't want to go out. It affects not my mental health. I don't want to sound dramatic by saying that, but it does.
So many people.
Yeah, it does. It affects
does.
your mood. It affects you not wanting to do things, and it's just like then it just like skyrockets into something massive, and then the stress then causes more.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
So,
and then you don't go outside, you're not sleeping, so the sleep pattern then
I
is
feel like vitamin D really helps my skin. If I'm out in the sun, I get that because I'm really fair. If I get that little bit of sun, then it really, really helps my skin.
As long as you're an SPF.
Yeah.
I am a big advocate
Oh, no,
of
I don't
SPF.
wear any SPF.
I hide. Oh my God,
I don't wear any sun cream. No.
I am a massive advocate. I hide from the sun. Like, I really do hide from the sun now. Like, especially as I've got older.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. When I was younger,
Sunbeds galore.
Sunbeds
Manchester
galore.
sun. The sunbed shop.
It is the difference in 20 years, like, of how things have,
I mean, I always wear a hat because I'm very scared of looking old.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my chest and my back.
Your decolletage is the most, and the wrinkles.
Yeah.
And obviously now, in our 30s, 40s, when we hit 50, you can tell the difference. I can tell the difference now in somebody who's mid-30s to 40s, who's looked after their skin, even in the past 10 years, even if they didn't when they was in their 20s, but it will show. What you do now will definitely show when you hit 50, 60, menopause, pre-menopause, it will definitely show in.
Do you know what I've noticed as well is a lot of people that have done the skinny jabs.
Yeah.
It's taken all the fat from their face and it's aged people.
GPL-1s are one of the biggest ager. Obviously, they've got a massive impact now, and all peptides and biohacking, and these are things that we actually do look at in the clinic and ways you can work around that.
But the people doing the skinny jabs that haven't needed it just because they should have
if you abuse it, I've
seen shocking, like people that looked 30 that were maybe like late 30s,
and this is what we
that
do
look
now.
like old ladies.
Yeah, in the clinic, it's called repairing and restoring, trying to get their skin back to, because when you do abuse these medications, not even that, yourself, your body, initially, you don't look after yourself correctly, it will show in your skin. Your skin is your biggest organ. So it's going to show whatever you put into your body, maybe not straight away, but it will do eventually.
Is it true that different parts of your body is linked to your skin? So like this is
hormonal. So if you experience breakouts along your jawline, this is usually hormonal acne. So I can see when someone comes in for like a skin consultation and we do the skin plan along this, you feel first. If you don't see it, you'll feel for it. So you can see there's different types of hormonal acne, and this is why I always suggest to my clients to go take a hormone test as well. If they're suffering from problems, like go take the hormone test, go take the gut test, find out if you've got any allergies first of all, before we even say, okay, take this, do this, create a skin plan. I need my clients to do that, because it doesn't matter what I do in-house for you or what I prescribe for you within skincare or biohacking or anything like that. If you have not done these tests, and that's what the inflammation levels are in your body are coming from, that I can't change that. Only knowledge from that, and knowing that, okay, right, so I know that I'm allergic to pineapples. I'm not going to eat pineapple anymore. I'm not going to get that inflammation of the skin. So it's all very much connected, and it's just it's not really, what you're putting on your skin, and whether it is Korean or medical grade, what you're putting on your skin is only a percentage of it. It all comes from within. And not only internally with food and everything, it's also how you manage your mentally stress levels. And I do that on plans, and I have planned before, like especially for busy mums and people who are really career driven, you need to have a day off. Because you're suffering skin physically because of burnout, and you can see it, and it's showing in your skin. So no matter what I do, if you come for a facial once a week, once a month, every 6 weeks, no matter what I put onto your skin, you need to have that day off. Yeah,
well, I'm having 2 weeks off tomorrow. I'm so excited.
You're going to come back looking 10 years younger.
I'm like, Sophia, does my skin look good? I just had a holiday.
Like, yes, but you need SPF.
I wore a hat, honestly.
But talking about hormonal, what I've tried is Do you know about evening primrose oil?
So
Heard about that?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard it's like an essential oil. So you're taking that now, and what would?
I've been struggling with acne all my life since I've
Okay.
been a teenager.
So it's acne is your main concern.
Is my main concern. Now I've fixed the acne part with taking the primrose oil because it balanced my hormones.
wow.
But now I'm struggling with scars.
So scar work, obviously our clinic is a scar specialist clinic. That's what me personally, that's what I treat, and treat not only just acne scarring, but we treat a lot of surgical scars, self-harm scars. We treat people who have had their breasts off, nipples up for surgery, cancer patients, all types of surgery. We actually do from 6 weeks. We can treat from that surgical, then post 6 weeks then. And we've had a lot of success. And we've had a lot of success stories for that, and things that you couldn't even imagine were possible. We can't always post it on Instagram because it's kind of, you know, it flares up.
Private.
We get not only that, but Instagram also is got like an AI thing now that it censors it. And even if it's, so say an artist has done like an areola tattoo for someone who's lost their breast, even if you post that, and the risk of having your Instagram removed, because people, not only people do report it, you know, I have had people report it, and we've actually at Christmas we had our Instagram removed because of this. Yeah, and I had to pay a lot of dollars, thousands of dollars, to have it put back on. So risking that, and just because it's not mine, it's the team as well, and it's all their work, it's all placed on, you know, the times that we live in now. Instagram is such a big social branding promotion. So if you lose that and lose all the work on that, it's like
all your
overnight
branding.
everything gone, everything you've built is gone. So yeah, so in regards to scar work and things like that, there's so much, but you have to come in-house obviously, and the consultation is free. So we offer free consultations especially for this work. And in the UK I actually have pop-up cancer clinics, so for patients who have gone through that, and some, depending on which location they are, we do free treatment for them there. So
is that for the nipple tattoo?
Yes,
My
the nipple
my brother-in-law's girlfriend does that.
Yeah,
Here in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a niche.
Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
Amazing, and it's so fulfilling
Yeah.
in regards to women who have gone through trauma like that.
I've seen some of the pictures. It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a real nipple. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So yeah, these are some of the things that we offer in clinic, and we'll offer in the academy too. So
To teach people how to do
teach
that.
yeah, because
Wow.
it's such a creative niche to go into, and it's so rewarding. And I do really think, because we cannot promote it, you know, people don't know about it. It's only by word of mouth.
So do you find, obviously, you're in the industry, you see people coming in, you've probably seen some really heartbreaking cases, you know, you try to help people, and all you're doing is constantly helping people, trying to feel better, look better. But I feel like social media's got a lot to blame for this.
Massively.
Because I look at someone on social media, I mean, I've had 3 children, I will still compare my body to someone who's not had any kids from social media. But actually, then when I see them in real life, I'm like, you look nothing like your
Nothing like
pictures.
that.
I've put myself down so much because your skin's perfect, your hair's perfect, your body's perfect. Then I meet you, I sit next to you, and oh, lo and behold, you have got cellulite.
Yeah,
You know, everyone's got
We're real
cellulite.
life. We are real
Yeah.
life women, and we do. Obviously, I'm an advocate of coming into the salon and having your treatments done, and we do all this. And I'm here to help you feel better about yourself. If you're self-conscious about scar work or about your skin or things like that, because we can all have Instagram and go online and filter out, you know, pictures. Even I do it myself. You know, I'm so critical of myself of videos, and because it's not my natural thing to be in front of a camera every day, you know, but it's the way that brand
awareness.
and it's coming now, and to do things like that, you know. But then you see certain pictures and you think, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
how does she look like that?
My kids look like gypsy kids all the time. Ice cream down them, hair's not done or whatever. And I look at other people's kids and I'm like, your kid's in white. Like what? Like how?
Why?
How have you put your
Yeah.
3 children in white?
Yeah.
Like I can't even put my kids in black and they look clean.
But
you
that's
know, like
all to do with having a realistic image. Like social media is not real life.
No, it's not.
And I also find that as well with working as like one of the things in our industry as well. You can go onto social media and you can type in Dubai skin, or you can type in anything to do with, you know, certain things that you're looking for, say skin, for example, and you can find somebody who their social media looks amazing and this and that, you know, but when you actually have a treatment with that person, you find out that they work from their back room, they're not in a clinic, they're not doing this, they're using, you know, they say they use skin pen, for example, like us, but they're really using some kind of Dragon mat alternative. And this is so common because their social media, they're amazing at socials, but like they've been and done a course, a day course, and now they're a skin specialist, or you know, so
it happened to me. I do.
This is like a pandemic in the industry, and this is again one of the main reasons I wanted to open an academy, because in the UK I have got an academy in the UK that I've had since COVID times, and people then live up. They know from my students who've come from SMA, they know the way they've been trained is not the way that other people have been trained. So you know, they believe in that and they trust you because we've been running for 10 years. So they believe in trust the branding. So when they trust you as a brand and as a person, I mean, of course I can train somebody, but they're not me, but still you know that they've been taught a way to do it. When you go off into the wild, it's up to you how you're going to work.
I found a hairdresser on Instagram and her Instagram looked amazing. And I just had Saxon. So I was very, very low in myself anyway. My husband was like,
as well,
hormones were everywhere.
Your hair is changing.
Like my hair was falling out. I mean, in like balls of hair. And I found this woman on Instagram and I was like, wow, she's in Business Bay. And I was like, oh, wow. And I just remember going up and like the salon looked stunning. I remember going up and I walked in and I was like, this isn't like what
how
the Instagram is,
right?
So then I actually sat down and I was like, this doesn't look like your Instagram. She's like, oh yeah, we've literally just moved, that I'm doing all of this up, and this is what my old salon used to look like, but that we've just taken on this salon, la la la. She messed up. I was there 7 hours. Honestly, I'll have to get the pictures up to show you. It was, when I mean horrific, my hair was...
I've been traumatised.
Yeah, no, I was. And all my family were flying out from the UK to meet Saxon the day after.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you can imagine I was just like all night crying, had to go and find someone else. It was awful.
So,
it was awful. So it is a pandemic in the beauty industry in Dubai.
Of
it is.
People who say one thing and they're complete. I mean, it's not even just the beauty industry; it's in every industry.
Renovations.
They promise one thing, they over promise and underperform. Is what I find that these sometimes this is like everywhere that we look at, not just my industry.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
That's actually one of my biggest challenges in the renovations game, is proving that I'm not a scam artist, and proving that I'm not a cowboy, and I've got every intention of making your home, your salon, your office as beautiful as it can be.
I think I need you.
Like just, and that's one of my biggest struggles, is just proving to the client or the end user, like, we're a family-run business. I've got 3 kids that live here. This is my name on the line. If I don't finish your property, then my kids are going to be in jeopardy. You know, like this. I'm here for good. I'm here for the rest of my life. Like I'm not a single man who's going to take 50,000 dirhams and run.
Yeah,
you know, you've had that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I've had that. We navigated that path.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's my biggest banging your head on a brick wall. Is like, we're a family-run business. My kids are all over my socials, even on our business page, because I'm trying to say, in modern renovations, you trust. You know, like we're a family-run. Trust us, and that's what you're obviously building, is a brand that you can trust. Okay, you've got acne, go to SMA. You know, she knows what she's talking about. She knows what she's doing, and she's so good at what she's doing. She's now going to teach other people to be not as good as her, but nearly as good as her.
You know.
Nearly as good.
Nearly.
So looking ahead for the next 5 years.
You'll be in your 40s then.
I'll be in my 40s. Don't drop the 40s bomb on me. I'm like, oh, it's my birthday next week. And I'm like, oh, this number is getting very, very
Close.
serious. Yeah, it's getting serious. And you know what? To be honest, I'm going to be really honest here. Since I've stopped drinking now, I've not drunk nearly 2 years. It'll be 2 years at New Year. And since then, I feel like I've got a new lease of life. I'm completely renewing. Like, our whole my 20s was filled with like drinking and things like that, and you know, going out, and it was all surrounded, all the socials, everything, everybody who was around me, good or bad, and attached to my energy, was all through this kind of network of alcohol and going out and this lifestyle, which is great. Yeah, in your 20s you want to have fun.
It's that age thing. I feel like a lot of Gen Z kids don't drink.
Yeah.
They go run clubs, they do all these coffee
this is
clubs.
a new thing, and I
It's
do
a new
that.
thing. Yeah, same. Like, I would rather go to a run club than go for a drink. Me and my husband stopped drinking April 2025. What, a year and a bit. And it's been the best thing that we've ever done.
Honestly,
Like,
I would never go back.
No, same.
Honestly, I've said no, and my friends have
You
a
don't
lad.
drink either, do
You
you?
have to with my obviously business and things like social events and networking events and going out. And do you know what? I'm not going to lie. Obviously, building a business here in Dubai, having to be part of those networks and things. Sometimes I would be going out and I'm going out just to network and to go to things that I don't want to go to. But it's great for business. It's great to meet women in my, you know, make friends and things like that. So, but now with all these alternatives, which I really feel like
Run
are being
clubs,
pushed,
coffees.
run clubs and
Yoga retreats are now popping up.
Yeah, and all this meditation and things like that. And I do take my team now once a month. All my team, we go out when we're doing our figures. We'll go out. I mean, it used to be based around obviously, you know, going to places and drinking and then
Brunches,
but now
we took our team out. We went desert biking.
Yeah,
Best day, wasn't it? It was the best
and
morning.
we done meditation,
and we did a meditation.
Yeah.
I
one.
love
love
the
that.
meditation and vibes and bringing yourself alignment. I'm so spiritual and into all this. And I think when you do cut back all that, you know, because people think, oh, Dubai, you know, it's all this party life's on this. It's really, you can, it is what you make of it.
I've seen a massive change. I'm in my 3rd year, and whether it's me from my personal like progression or whether it's a Dubai thing that's shifting, but when I first moved here, me and my husband, we were heavy drinkers.
Yeah, brunches every weekend.
Brunches, like going out, drinking, even just like I'd have all my family over and we'd all be drinking. But I've seen a shift, and I don't know if it's because that's the direction that I'm looking, but a lot of people that I'm speaking to now have stopped drinking.
Yeah.
They have.
You just look back and you think, wow, I was so
And do you know how many
lost.
people take me more seriously when I say I don't drink?
Mhm.
From a business perspective here in Dubai, you say you don't drink, they're like, okay, you mean business.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything worse than getting up the next day with that hangover and
kids.
having to manage a team. Not only kids, but having to manage a team, and not just my problems and the world problems and the anxiety of problems, is the team as well. Every day messaging and clients messaging. I have 3 phones: UK phone, personal phone, work phone, and again when we get the academy there's going to be another one. Imagine waking up in the morning with a hangover and having to deal with that. It is actually my worst nightmare. And now that I've stopped all that, I'm so much more productive. I've such a much better mother. Like, just being self-aware and having people in my energy who I used to having before, I wouldn't even go near them now.
No, sponges that waiting for you to pay the bill at the end of the night.
Exactly.
Like,
And I just think, no, what was I thinking?
You gotta think of it as alcohol is energy as well. Everything is energy in general. So imagine what you eat, what you drink. It affects your in
Your
your
alignment.
energy and your
surround
alignment.
yourself with,
yes.
who you spend,
attract.
who you spending your most time with. Like, if I wouldn't go for breakfast with you and have a coffee with you, why am I going to spend the full night with you out dancing? Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be, if I don't want you in my circle of energy in a day, why do I want to be with you at the night? You know, if we have nothing to talk about unless we're drunk, then why weren't, do you know what I mean? If you don't want to support me as a business, as a mother, as you know, and be around me for other than your own enjoyment of me going out and being a fun and laugh, and don't get me wrong, I still go out and I still have dinner and I'm still fun and laugh, but that 12 o'clock Cinderella time, I'm gone.
Yeah, same.
I'm gone. I'm like, see ya. And I sneak off and I'm like, I'll just send a text. Sorry, girls, I've gone. I'm tired.
Yeah,
If you don't like the
tomorrow.
sober me, don't
Yeah.
talk to me.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm here for that. And also, like you said, you're a better mum. I'm a much better mum. Not that I was ever a bad mum, but I had those bad mum traits that when I was hungover, I'd happily let my kids sit on an iPad for 3 hours because I didn't care.
And you know what?
You know,
it's so hard to navigate, and I find it one of my hardest things to navigate when you're doing it alone and solo. Like, you don't have that family. I know I've got my nanny, but I'm mum and dad together. So trying to navigate, and this is the first time I've ever done this. Like, I'm not a professional. I've not done it many times before. Trying to provide like everything, it's all rolled into one. It's so hard. And I think when you've got all these outside influences going on, so like alcohol, for example, and things like that, I have enough to worry about without having to worry about hangover. So, you know, being the best possible mother that you can do and coming into work as well with that mindset of, right, I am here today because I need to provide for my son. I need to do this. I need my team, not just me, my team, they're mothers as well. They need to look after their kids. Like, if you're turning up hungover, or, you know, you've got that attitude of, I don't want to go in because, you know what I mean? Like, whether I have got one person in or whether I've got 20 people in the clinic, I will still have that same attitude of, I am going to work today because I actually really, really enjoy what I do. I love doing that, and I love making people feel better about themselves. So I think that also helps when you have a passion for what you do, and when it's progressed so much, as obviously from when I started 20 years ago into what it is now. And it is evolving. Like you said, everybody's now into skincare and skin, and it's like the latest thing, you know, of how to look after yourself. You know, it's all hand in hand, and it goes well with, you know, with wellness and being out in Dubai now. I think they just launched, I saw something last week that they've just launched a longevity something. Did you see it in the news?
I did see that. What is that?
It's something to do, when I actually looked into it, I was like, oh my God, finally. Like, they want Dubai to be a hub for longevity and these things, and it all goes hand in hand with wellness, skin health, looking after yourself. So yeah, I really
But like, just listening to all of the things that you've done and all the things that you've achieved since you've lived here, being a single mum,
it's
like, there isn't anywhere else in the world that I feel like not only could a single mum thrive, but a single mum can thrive and be this successful, you know. And I think with the help of the nanny, with the help of this feeling safe, the team, you know, there's not many places in the world that a single mum would live and be as successful as you.
And this is why I love Dubai, because that is one of the biggest things here in comparison to the UK. You know, UK, you can get your help like that, but you're going to pay a fee, and it's going to be a high fee. And also UK, you're giving half your money away. Why would you do that?
I know.
Like, and my team, like my team now, they come and they want to work for me. People apply and they send me like the CVs all the time, because they know I am there to push you, and I'm going to give you whatever you make is yours. That is yours. Where in the UK, it's a completely different, it's a minefield of taxes and things like that. So here it's an, what's the word? How can I say it? It's like,
it's a land of opportunities.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
It's biggest opportunity.
It's the land of opportunities, and okay, it's a bloody headache to get anything done. You know, it is a little bit backwards,
but it's
here,
always rewarding.
but it's always rewarding.
The benefits outweigh that struggle. But do you know what? Without having these struggles in life, if it's just given to you like that, you don't value it.
No,
and I find that with anything, not just work life, business life, anything. If it's given to you just so easily, then why take it? Do you know what I mean? So, you know, when you've worked so hard for it, it becomes a passion.
You
and then
appreciate it more.
Exactly,
as well.
exactly.
Yeah. So obviously we've covered
So much.
everything and so much.
I'm not shut up.
I want to know what success will look like for you for the next years.
So obviously my academy, it's been approaching, you know, I've had it for so many months now and I've been trying my hardest to get it off the ground. So that's going to be my next thing on the list to tick off. That is my biggest thing. And I've got so many aspects. Obviously, I can't say too much because of the evil eye. There's so many aspects to that that's going to open the doors for us. But yeah, being a brand and being the brand awareness from going from clinic now salon to academy, and then in the next whatever's going to come next for us, I just want SMA, our branding in general, to be, like you said, franchised. You know, you look and you think, okay, brand SMA, it's a trusted brand, we're going to go there.
Or
you
maybe
know,
even like, if you know about it that much, even like a skincare brand or something
Yeah.
like that, you could bring your
Oh,
own
who
products.
knows, guys?
Who knows?
Stay
tuned. Stay tuned.
Can't tell you too much.
Yeah, but like there's so much, isn't there, that you can
Yeah.
do in your, not just in your profession, but you're a professional within your profession, you know?
Exactly.
So you are hearing all the different stories. You're not just a skincare specialist. You're way more than that.
I'm a therapist, I'm a nurse, I'm mum, I'm dad, I'm business owner, I'm momager. Like, the titles are endless, but like, as we went back to before, my biggest one is obviously being the mother and being providing for my son, and that's what we're here for. Like, I want a better life for us. I want to be successful, and I want him to enjoy the benefits and not to have the struggles that I've had. Obviously, we're not the traditional way of, you know, of parenting, but I've got my nanny and she's my lifeline.
And you've done it.
Yeah,
You should
and
be
I've done
very
it,
proud
and
of yourself.
I've got there. We're getting there. Let's say we're
We
getting
never
there.
stop.
No,
You never
it
stop.
never does. It
No,
never stops.
it never ever stops. And the person that isn't running will never reach their destination. So we just have to keep running. We have to keep pushing and just trusting that it's all in God's hands and it will all work out.